Hello everybody, good evening. My name is Rainer and you are on BookTube, and this is Rainier Books, my channel where I, a German living in Sweden, talks about books mostly written or translated into English. So today it's Monday, September the 20th, and it's time for another weekly wrap-up. The books that I have read, that I'm currently reading, and the books that I'm planning to read in the future, and everything else around the media world that is sort of getting to me, or that is annoying me, or that I love so much that I want to talk about it. But let's start with the reading and let's start the video. Last week I finished one book. I did that yesterday, or was it Saturday? I don't remember actually. But I finished another great read. This year I have only read 31 books, folks. This is not much. I know that most of you have read much more. But of the 31 books that I've read, there were so many good titles. So even if I'm trailing behind the reading year of 2020 and the year of 2019, quantity-wise, I think quality-wise, I'm far better than might be the best reading year of my beautiful life. And the book that I finished, and that I will do a single review about it because I don't want to waste too much time on this, because this deserves a single review. It's from Australia. You be damned to be one of us, girl. Faced with a Dota's conundrum. Oh, I felt like I could just fly. But nothing happened every time I try. Woo, I do turn on the wall. A selfless fool who hoped he'd save us all. Never dreamt of such sterile hands. Wonder if this passes the check of YouTube. These were two phrases from the song Australia by the Shins. And the book that I've read, the book that I finished on Saturday or on Sunday, I don't remember actually, was The Yield by Tara June Winch. And this deserves a single review, and I'm going to do it. And I love this book. I give it a hug. It's about Australia. It's very much about Australia, about the Aborigine population, and about their history, about their culture, and about language, the importance of language. But more about that in a very single review that I'm going to do, maybe today, but definitely tomorrow. So this is a book that I finished. I have started last week reading the Post-Soviet Book Club, where I'm still struggling with Museum of Abandoned Secrets, which I have put aside right now. But because the next book has already started, the third book, and all these books are good in a way. So, but I have struggled also with the third book. But now, since I know that some of you out there have already read quite a bit of it, I'm gonna read it until the bitter end, which is probably, I don't know if it's a bitter end or a happy end or anyway. But this is by, I hope I pronounce her name right, by Dorota Maslowska from Poland. It was her first novel. She's one of the stars of Polish literature. Very young woman still, but this she wrote when she was 19 years old. This is called Snowwhite and Russianred. And it's about a drug dealer who is, he's the narrator of the story. He's like 17, 18, 19 years old. And he's living in Warsaw, and it's about the Ruski War, a war with the Russian gangs coming into the city. It's a lot about drugs, it's a lot about hunting girls, and it's one of the narrators that I hated most in the books that I've read in the last couple of half a century. We'll see how this ends. If you look on this side of the video, you see that I have a new poster on my wall. And this poster is the film poster of the movie Nomadland by Chloe Zhang, the movie that won the Oscar for Best Picture of 2021, and probably very well deserved so, with Frances McDormand. Nomadland is the filmatization of a non-fiction book that I'm currently reading, because I was so inspired by this movie that I wanted to read the book. And I started this. This is Nomadland by Jessica Bruder, German name, Bruder, which actually means brother. Jessica Bruder has written this book, Nomad Land, where she follows a woman, primarily a woman called Linda May, and her journey through the western states of the United States, since there are, I don't believe it, I have to say it again and again and again, 3 million nomads are living in the United States, live in their cars, live in their RVs, live in their trailers, traveling across the country, trying to earn the money so that they still be able to eat or do the repairs of their cars. I will come back to that also in a single review and talk more about the topic when the time has come. So this is Nomadland by Jessica Bruder. And as you can see, it's also from the Stockholm City Library here. And there's so much that from the library that I get. So right now I'm a library man, more or less. The Yield was from the library. Nomadland is from the library, and today I visited the library because I got another book delivered to me to the library, and this is what I'm waiting for, and I can't wait to get to this. I hope that I can start it, but I have to do more of Dorota Maslowska before I can start reading Zakya Dalila Harris's novel, The Other Black Girl, which sounds so promising to me, about a black woman, Afro-American woman, somewhere working in America. And suddenly a second woman starts working on, a second black woman starts working at her place, and everything changes for her. And this, I think, has elements of comedy and of thriller as well in it. And it's supposed to be very original, and I can't wait to read this. So these are the books in my life right now. I think so. But we'll leave that out, okay? We'll leave that out. Cut, 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 cut. Cut. Before you get my next weekly wrap-up, you get a single review of The Yield, and you also get another tag video, because I haven't done a tag video for quite a long time now, because there was so many award things going on in the world. So week 37 is behind us. It's history, 37 of 2021. I hope that you had a good week, and I hope that you have an even better week of 38 that started today on Monday, the 20th of September. See you soon on this channel. Stay tuned, please, and subscribe. And, as always, stay safe. Bye-bye.